Hello my friends, Randall here. Hope everybody's having a great day. For some time I've struggled just a bit with, I've got some really awesome tents. I have some good tents that I am proud to own. And I am still having sleep issues, and a lot of it is, I know a large part of my viewers are my age. And I'm sure you very well know, as you get to this age, crawling around on the ground, trying to get your shoes off, trying to get undressed inside a tent, get redressed inside of a tent, get up, put your pants on, you have to go to the restroom in the middle of the night. It is a hassle. So I'm going to take a look at some different style tents. And I have one here today that I'm going to show you. I've basically taken it out of the packaging. Haven't set it up yet. It's brand new. May not be brand new to you. This tent is not a final solution to my issue. I bought this tent because of the style it was, not because of the tent it was. So I hope that makes sense. This is the world famous Ozark Trail tent. This is a Tipi style tent. And the reason why I got a Tipi style tent, it's roomy. I can stand up in it. And I think I'm going to enjoy that. So I think that's going to make a big difference in my camping. Not saying this particular tent's the final tent, because I have a bit of a feeling this one's going to be, shall we say, a smoldering turd, just to put it lightly. But I'm going to see if I like the style, and for $89, I can't go wrong with a little experimentation on this. So I'm going to unbag this tent, and I'm not going to make you view the whole painful process. We'll probably speed it up just a little bit. So let's get started with that. The tent poles, I say poles for a teepee because it is a non-center pole, and we'll look at these later. And we have what appears to be some very heavy-duty tent stakes. Those are fairly substantial. They're blunt end. Not a huge fan of that, but and we have the tent body. And there are instructions for putting the tent together on the inside, but we're not going to worry about instructions. Instructions are for lost people. See if we can figure out which way it goes. I tell you what, this tent is huge. I can already tell. First thing we're going to do is stake out the bottom. If I was smart, I would set one of these on the ground, and I'm sure it would make my life a lot easier. But why would we want to do it easy? If you notice, these legs are adjustable. I've never messed with them, so we're fixing to mess with them. Oh, okay. So we're going to leave it fully in until we get it inside the tent. I'm actually probably going to undo the top so it's just easier getting through the door. That is actually not bad at all. The first thing we're going to do is tighten up any of these stakes that need to be. Like this one in the front's a little off. It doesn't need much adjustment. And then we're going to go ahead and put that stake in. I brought my little rubber mallet, which does not come with the tent. Now I'm just going to go around the tent real quick and hammer them in. All right. You don't want these pegs staked out super tight because it will pull threads and cause leaks. One thing I like about this one is this right here. It's got a back vent. Y'all have to excuse me, I came outside and I'm allergic to my environment, so let's see how this goes. Looks like this is pretty straightforward. That go right through there. Yep. It's got a little pocket that slides into. Yeah. That is extremely tight. You know, people were complaining. I saw some reviews. It's too much air. It's too much air. Well, if you don't want that much ventilation, leave this out of it and just stake this straight down. It'll close that vent off. So, I'm not going to bore you with the brutal details, but let me go ahead and run the guy wires out and I'll be right back with you. So the tent is fully put together. I've even got my hat on. I'm over 6'3", and the center has plenty of headroom. You run out of headroom as soon as you turn. But really, man, lots of floor space in here. I like the two windows. I just have everything rolled up. You just open them up and they just fold right into themselves. Or you can pick them up. They'll attach loosely. There's no zipper across the top, so you're still going to get a little ventilation. The back vent, which I think is fine. Doesn't hurt my feelings at any. I don't like condensation. See if I can see that. It's got this reinforced backing, so hopefully it doesn't go through the top of the tent. It's got these little Velcro deals that attach the tent to the pole. And on the bottom, let's see if I can get down here. We were talking about these pole legs extend. And I'd seen a couple of videos. It seemed like the old poles didn't have this. That was a twist lock where you pick it up and twist it. And it looks like they made some improvements. So it's got these little buttons on both sides. Yeah, but amazing amount of room. So I want to show you the outside. We'll do a little walk around all the way around the tent. These are good guy lines. I like these guy lines. They're fairly smooth. They don't pick up a lot of trash. Some just pick up everything they touch. Got these little adjusters on there. Again, you want these taut but not tight. You pull it too tight and I guarantee you it'll leak. Of course, this tent may leak anyway. I think it's a pretty good looking tent too. For 89 bucks, so far, it's fine. So the main reason why I set this up today is because tomorrow it is supposed to rain. Good morning, my friends. This is a kind of a do-over from yesterday afternoon. I got done setting up this tent after I'd gotten done mowing for about 4 hours, and I just could not articulate this tent. I was saying some words and I hadn't even done the editing on it yet. It was just crazy. So I'm going to do a little do-over this morning. Cheers. Also, rain is coming. I was sitting on the back porch having some coffee, and every time I'd walk down here, it'd start raining. I'd come down here, I want to film some, and as soon as I get here, it'd stop. So I brought me a seat cushion and my cup of coffee, and I just sit in the tent for a little while. Don't know if you can hear that. It's starting to sprinkle. That's amazing. But yeah, let me pick you up here real quick. Try not to make you sick. So some of the features to this tent. I like these windows. They zip down on each side. They have this toggle where you can just roll the window down. We're not going to roll it down right now because it sounds like it's starting to rain. So it's got one of these windows on each side. The door has a huge panel on it that can be all rolled down, and all that is mesh for great ventilation. Let's see if I can get you over here. It has a few glampers out there. It has an electrical port. You can run your power in here. It has pockets. It's got one one big pocket divided by 3. It's got a small pocket. It's got another divided pocket here. It also comes with another clear pouch that you could put a tablet in if you want to watch TV. I have no interest in that whatsoever. It's what I really like, is this window. Hear everybody complain. Can't zip it up. Oh, granddaddy long leg. You can't zip it up. Well, you don't need it zipped up because you have to have ventilation. If you don't have ventilation, your tent turns into a swamp, even in the coldest of weather. But it will unzip quite a bit for warmer weather. And then up at the top, it has 3 vents. That already is a granddaddy long leg house. It's a nice tent. But we're gonna see. My coffee sit there. Here's where I think the fail point is. This is the horizontal seam between the white fabric and the green fabric. It's either going to be here or it's going to be between the green fabric and the tub floor. I think that's where it's going to fail. This is not taped. But yeah, I think it's going to leak there. I'm hoping this little rain event tells me. We're just sitting here in the backyard. If it does leak, I'm going to let it dry out. I got seam sealer that's supposed to be here today. We're going to fix it. You know, the airflow is not bad in here. It's not great. I could open that window a little bit. In fact, I think I'm going to. It's not winter. In fact, I could open it all the way. Isn't that neat? Well, that feels a lot better in here with that window open. That lets in a lot of air. Only thing I don't, well, I'm not gonna say the only thing, because I don't know what I do and don't like. I've never camped in a teepee before. One thing I don't like about a big tent is the floor. This floor, I've just been in and out of it a couple of times, and there's already pine straw and crap coming in here. I'm gonna have to figure out some little doormat or something, because like right now it's just raining. I'm basically trapped in here until it quits, or all that water on the door is just gonna dump down right into the floor. I love it. I love rain on a tent. I could listen to that all day. If it wasn't 70 degrees outside, it'd be warm in this tent right now, because I have to have it completely closed up. I just had my first drip. Where did it come from? I think it came from right here. That's damp. It's hard to say, but I think, oh, there's another drip. There it is, right there. Toggle. See the toggle? So it's coming through in here, dripping on the toggle, and it's dripping down. My prediction is this tent is about to become a swimming pool. it's kind of let off rain, I'm going to get out while I can, because it's getting pretty humidity in here. Anyway, yeah, there it is again, another drip. That's good to know though. Seam seal's on the way. Super seam seal to save the day. Let's get out of the tent. Let's see how much rain we got. One-quarter inch of rain, so not very much. Take my shoes off. Oh, come on, shoes. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh, come on. We're not going to even count the door. Got some water here. I don't know if you can see that. A little water there. Oh, yeah, here we go. You see that? Yeah, we've got a nice pool there. How about this other side? It's dry on this side. So we got some issues. We have a lot of water by this door. I mean, I put some sprinkles in, but I didn't just do that. That's a lake right there. We got some water up there in that corner. Any water in the back by the vent area? I don't see any. Amazingly enough, that didn't leak. Oh, we got a little water right here. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be, well, it's bad enough. Don't get me wrong, it's bad enough, but I thought it'd be worse. Oh, granddaddy long leg. Go on, you can't live in my tent. Boom, bye. Oh, what's this? Yay, splashing the puddle. These toggles are the worst. I just saw this one drip. So everywhere there's a toggle through here, probably anywhere like this, where they sewed, I pulled it and it drips. Yeah, that's soaking wet. Any place there's a toggle or this little strap sewed into it, it's leaking. But water does not seem to come through the actual windows. You can see this moisture right here, which is actually on the inside of the hood. Where it's sewed together, there's moisture trapped in there. And there's literally water running down the inside of the hood. Not great. It's going to take a while for this tent to dry out. This zipper This is definitely a two-hand zipper. Don't know why they had to put such an aggressive rain flap on here since the rain flapper leaks. Oh my goodness, that's just terrible. This could be the reason why the water's on the inside so much. See how it's laying down flat? I don't know if I can fix that. I don't know if that's a setup problem, but regardless, it needs help. Tent sagged a little bit. Not much. I'm not gonna mess with it really. There's more rain this afternoon. See how this floor, see how loose the side is here? I don't know if there's any way I can fix that. I'll have to try some setup. There'll be more rain today. Anyway, there's the update. So I think for this video, we're going to end it here. The Ozark Trail Tipi tent does not pass the waterproof test. Doesn't matter if it's set up a little bit incorrectly. A tent should have a little forgiveness to it, regardless of some loose spots on the bottom that might have been caused by me. I didn't do anything to those toggles and they leak right through. Every toggle and loop that is sewn into that tent drips. Regardless of how I've set it up, it doesn't matter, it leaks. I think I'm going to try to save this tent. I'm going to, I got seam sealer going to be in, I think sometime today. And I'm actually going to order some tent Scotch Guard, and I'm going to spray it to see if I can make it repel water. I wouldn't recommend buying this tent unless you're just going to get it for the kids playing in the backyard. But I'm going to try to save it. If you want to try to save it, that's up to you. I may do another film. I probably will do another video of me. I'm going to seal it, and I'm going to set it underneath a lawn sprinkler and see how that does. Just simulate rain, because it doesn't rain often enough. I got lucky today. But yeah, a 1/4 inch of rain, and there's at least a cup of water in the floor. If you do the math on that, and you get 2 inches of rain overnight, yeah, do the math. If it came down harder, that tent's going to be flooded. So if you have one and you haven't tested it, I wouldn't take it out if there's any chance of rain in the forecast. But anyway, that's all from me. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you next time.